Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
Lamar off the play fake. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling in away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. A draw now. This is Swift. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, Williams. It's on target to Moore. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
It's taken in by Roman Dunze. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down, Chicago.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Komet's got it, left side. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down, here's Swift. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Williams to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's nabbed by Komet. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he rocks the tackler. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go play fake with Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A draw now, this is Henry. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens in need of some points before the break. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Another run for Henry. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. This throw is caught. And this one does not go far. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw for Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lamar now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar throwing again. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
For a Baltimore Raven.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3.
At their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 31. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down, ball at the 36. Williams off the play fake. Escapes out to the left.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, Williams. Taking off with it again. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chicago.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Running behind center with Swift. Into the secondary past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
One of the tight ends in motion left. First down throw by Williams. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
First and goal, Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Williams will look to throw. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Jackson keeping it himself. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lamar off the play fake. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Jackson now on 3rd. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Gain of 7.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. You got away with one there.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bears.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
And the Bears first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Going run again with Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Bears leading by 7. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Again, it's going to be Swift. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof Well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Santos' kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hill now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Bears take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.